I'm Gina Cox, and before I received Christ, I've always had a foundation in church and, knowing God and hearing all of the Bible stories and things like that. I always tried to be a good person, but I never really pursued a relationship like I do now. My mom was a drug addict when I was a kid. There was a lot of trauma there, a lot of things that I've lived through that I thought was normal. I was in a really dark place. I started to feel like I was just failing at everything. I just needed something. Anxiety was really high. Stress, I felt like I just was alone, even though I wasn't alone. My oldest one time, it was on Easter, she's like, we should really go to church, which was something that we just didn't really do. And she had heard a lot of great things about Net Community. I don't even remember what the message was, but I remember how I felt. When I left, I was just like, this is what I have been missing. This is what I really needed to feel fulfilled. We were studying Job, and I had so many problems with Job, like so many questions, and started struggling with, why things happened and why things were allowed to happen in Job. And I kind of spiraled a little bit, and I reached out to Bob with like an SOS text message. Bob called me. I was on my way home from work. I was at the junction of 111 and Route 16, and I pulled my car over on the side of the road, and we prayed together, and I received Jesus' Son at a crossroads. I am definitely not as anxious and stressed out as I was, because I don't have to be, and I'm not supposed to be. I just pray a lot. Not that I didn't honor my husband before. I have an amazing husband, but I honor him more. He leads us, and I think that he's doing a really good job. He comes to church with us now. I started coming to church with our kids first, and he didn't follow until later. But it was the best thing that ever happened. I wanted to throw a party when he finally, every Sunday I would ask him, like, are you going to go with us? And he's like, no, not today. And I didn't say anything. And then the first Sunday that he was like, I think I'm going to go. I wanted to throw a party. I didn't make a big deal about it because I didn't want to scare him off. But he came and we pray and we talk about the Bible and we talk about stories and things that we've learned. I just want to make God happy, and I want to, the whole purpose of being baptized is to be reborn in your faith, right? So that's what I want to do. That's the path that I'm on.